lovelies, it is Crystal Webster with Sharing Solace here from what we're going to call my new studio. You've probably noticed I've taken a little bit of personal time over the last few weeks. My husband normally takes the first couple of weeks off around this time, and as you probably know, if he's home, I rarely get anything done, so you know how that goes. So I've been taking this time to really kind of think about me, think about, actually take that personal time as personal time and do things that are good for me personally, do things that I need to do some soul searching, and just kind of see how, check in with Crystal. If you've been following me on Instagram or are on the blog, are watching or have read my latest blog post, you'll get a little bit of what I've been doing. But this is kind of the last little piece for 2016. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about where we're sitting today. So we moved into this house 7 years ago, almost exactly 7 years ago. And 72 hours after we moved in, the door to this room was closed. I shut the door and I never looked back. This room was supposed to be the nursery. This was supposed to be for Madeline. This was supposed to be where all her toys are, where she went to time out. Like, this was Madeline's room. And not only that, we bought this house for Madeline. So this room, we shut the door, and it was always kind of a place of shame for me. A place of guilt. A place of grief and sadness and depression. It was always just that room at the end of the long dark tunnel that nobody went into, almost like those horror movies. This room was a hot mess. We would open the door every once in a while and throw something in here and close the door. And every time I had to come into this room, I realized this room was a hot mess and I would become a hot mess. It was just terrible. Well, as I'm working through Sharing Solace stuff, I realized that I wanted to be closer to Madeline. I wanted to be closer to her and closer to the person that I knew that she wanted me to be. And I decided that it was time to make that room of shame go away. So Kyle and I took several days, emptied everything out of here, threw it all, not away, but moved it all out of here, rearranged, bought some new, fun, thought-provoking, interesting stuff for us, and redesigned this room so that this room is now a tranquil place. It is a place of hope. It is a place of solace and reflection, and it just means the world to me. This room was once completely off limits, and now it's inviting. And I am so excited to be in here. This room has been done for about a week, and it really is just my reflection room. I've been in here probably 20 hours at least, reading and writing and thinking about the direction of Sharing Solace, thinking about the direction of me, Crystal, as a person. And it hurt a lot to come in here and kind of say, okay, this isn't Madeline's room anymore. This is not hers anymore. This is ours, and we need to make it a little bit in honor of her, but it is not hers anymore. So, in honor of that, I would like to set forth a challenge. I would like to challenge you to do that thing you've been putting off, to do that thing you've been putting off because it hurts. I'm sure there's something that you closed a door to and it needs to be reopened. Maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a hobby or an activity, maybe it's an appointment you've been putting off. Heck, maybe it is a room in your house that you are not wanting to open that door to. I challenge you to open that door and step inside. Yes, it probably will hurt at the very beginning, but I promise you that you'll be much happier after you've done it. I know that having this room done, having this room as a sanctuary for me, I am so much happier to have this place of reflection, this getaway, this hideaway that I can now spend time in. So I'm going to challenge you to find that thing that you've been meaning to do, that you've been putting off because it hurts, and do it. Or at least take a step towards doing it. Maybe it's a doctor's appointment. Make the call, set up the appointment. Do something that hurts a little now, but will feel better in the long run. So I will post some pictures to my new room because I am so excited, and so it's just so fun and exactly what I wanted it to be. A little more about this room is Madeline's nursery was supposed to be Dr. Seuss. I really like Dr. Seuss, and what better nursery style than Dr. Seuss? Well, I have a bunch of Dr. Seuss stuff and always have since forever. I mean, 10, 20 years worth of Dr. Seuss stuff. And it sat in totes in this room. The totes were moved into this room to be decorated, the nursery, 7 years ago. And they sat here, and they sat here, and they sat here, and they were sad. And I just decided that, you know what? I don't care. It's time to get those things out. They make me happy. So I got out those figurines and those pictures and the truffula trees and the stuffed animals, and this room now, every time I see it, every time I step in here, it brings a smile to my face. So I'm going to challenge you again to do something that hurts now, but will bring a smile to your face in the future. So until I see you again, get grateful, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.